Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and welcome back to another Manchester United Football Manager 2016 Let's Play episode. And actually, this episode, we're going to continue off the last episode. I haven't played any off camera because we do have some important games. I generally like to do the cup games live. So even if it's like League Cup, Capital One Cup, that is okay. It's still a cup competition. But also, I saw Crystal Palace next, who are in third position. You wouldn't imagine they'll be in that position come the end of the season. But at the current point in time, they are a decent side. But there is something I did want to touch on. It hasn't been major. It's probably been a handful of times. But since I've reached 100k on YouTube, which I'm so happy about. It's amazing for the channel, especially going into FIFA 17 as well. Going to be very good. Hopefully, once that comes out, you know, I'm very excited to cover that for you guys on YouTube. But there's something I've noticed, like I said, about a handful of time. There's been people saying my channel is dying, and I've seen this on other channels as well. It's one of those things that are oversaid on YouTube when it's not actually the case, almost similar to clickbait. That's overused as a word these days for content, not just on YouTube, but on the internet as well, in a lot of cases when that is not it. But yeah, in this case, obviously it's later in the year and the new football season has started and we're waiting for the new games. Definitely for a football manager and FIFA YouTuber, that is the case. Generally, views are lower this time of the year, but there's something I've noticed. I've seen it said on other channels, another channel that's over 100k subscribers, and they're getting about 10,000 views a video now. I would love to get that much. That's a bit more than I'm getting right now. I would love that. And even if I did, would people still consider that as a channel that is dying? Or, like, the way I see it is, as long as I'm making videos, my channel is definitely alive and going strong. So yeah, just something I want to touch on. Like, I would like to see people base videos and your views on the videos based on the video, not numbers you see, whether it be even subscribers as well, like subscribers, likes, dislikes, the views number as well. It's like, it's not important. It shouldn't affect the quality of the video at all, and you shouldn't really worry about that. And like I said, people judge that on views when you say a channel is dying. You should judge that on the content, what actually is there, like the videos and whatnot. That's something, yeah, I feel as though people who don't make videos don't understand. So yeah, that's some things like that I just want to get off my chest so I can stop thinking about it in my head, because I feel like it's like, yeah, so many people don't understand, and it's totally a wrong description of what's happening, especially as, like I said, it's only a couple weeks away from FIFA 17, and if you want to focus on numbers, then I guess I'll let that do the talking. But we will be getting into the Capital One Cup here against Southampton. Had to rotate the team a little bit, even some other players lower condition. Still have that Crystal Palace game, so hopefully we can put in a good performance. And here we'll just go with the team talk. I think we'll go assertively, and I know a lot of you will be keen to avenge what happened last time we played Southampton. Obviously we lost against them. I can't really remember that game, but majority of players, pretty positive reaction, motivated. And also Eric Bailly, he got the best reaction. He gained confidence along with being motivated. So hopefully he can be up for a good game. Marcus Rashford on insane form right now. 8.2 rating in the last 5 games. Let's see if he can do it again. And you also would have noticed that I am playing Geronimo Rulli in goals for this game. Thinking maybe I'll play him in the cup competitions. What do you think about that? Okay, this is really the first key highlight here. Can we score? It's Martial. Wow, that was a poor strike. That was actually shocking. He should have at least got that on target or close at the very least. But look at this from Southampton. They haven't had any shots. Nothing at all. Like, okay, they finally have one now, but yeah, that's a long time to take your first shot in the game. But yeah, it's been a bit of a bad first half from both teams. We've had 6 shots and only 1 has been on target. Can it be a corner goal? Rashford, he does score his 9th goal of the season here. He looks to be up for a massive season goals-wise. He could, at this rate, he could get to 30. Imagine that. Well, if I can finish this season before the time FIFA 17 comes out. But if you are enjoying this and you want to see more of this series, make sure to drop a like on the video. if you are in fact enjoying it and you want to see it. Because, yeah, that's a great goal for Rashford to score from a corner, not the type of player you would expect to score. And now a highlight just before half-time. Imagine if we could score a second here. It probably would seem undeserved. And, of course, Carrick did move to Southampton, but they could equalise. This won't be good. They could equalise. That would be undeserved. But I think it's going to stay 1-0 unless we... see, what was that? Oh my god, that's ridiculous. But anyway, we will get into the halftime team talk, and I will say guard against complacency. That's key right now because we aren't playing amazing. We just got the goal from a corner. Januzaj got the assist. He's been alright so far. Januzaj come back to the team for this season. And yeah, of course, Marcus Rashford with yet again another goal. Now it's Janmaat. Adelaide puts it in. We clear it. They've still got the ball. Ward-Prowse. Are they going to get a ball in? It's dangerous. Oh, that was really well defended by Bailly there. But can we defend the corner? Yeah, fairly simple. Memphis to Rashford. Can Rashford keep going? Well, he looks to do so. Marcus Rashford. He's going to have to create something here. He can't go it alone. Memphis. Oh, that was all Marcus Rashford. That is worth a goal. And it did result to a goal. But that was all Rashford. A tidy finish from Memphis, of course. But he just ran that. Rashford. And then just a little pass. And, of course, Memphis in all that space by himself. Really good chance to finish. And he did. And you can see Carrick substituted already. So, obviously, he was not having a good game. You can see some other results in the Cup as well. Chelsea... leading 2-0 against West Brom. I think we'll make some subs now because we more or less have this result in the bag. We're controlling the game. Marcus Rashford will substitute him. He's had just a excellent game from him. And, Marco Reus could be an interesting player to try here. Actually, we're going to go with Mkhitaryan, and he can go attacking midfield. Just changing the formation up a little bit there. He's very good in that position, of course. I feel as though we're going to go with a shadow striker we'll try. Just playing in behind Martial and see how he goes. Good opportunity to kind of test that. Paul Pogba will rest as well. We'll bring Ander Herrera. They can play pretty much the same role, so we don't really need to change that up. We'll just confirm those changes. We'll say, let's have more of the same from you tonight. Mickey's he's doing pretty well for us in recent times. And same with Ander Herrera. Both of them were rested from the previous game, but they've been playing some good football for us. So Bertrand with the throw-in. Oh, it's a bad one. Martial intercepts. Could he finish? He probably should have, but he was under a bit of pressure there. There was a few players in the way. Tight angle. Not easy to score like that. Oh, it would have been nice to finish off the game, and a really good performance here. Who is the ideal candidate to substitute now? Eric Bailly, maybe his lowest condition. I'm just thinking Laporte. I'm thinking Laporte because he's more crucial, and he hasn't been as good, funnily enough, and we'll just bring on Matteo Darmian. He can come in as a centre-back, maybe change him to a better role. They're all about the same. To be honest, so we'll leave it because obviously that's not his natural position, but he can play centre back. He's always good to deputise. He's a perfect. The thing is, he's probably better than Valencia. Well, he is better than Valencia as a right back, but he's the perfect candidate to be a substitute defender. If I wanted to have one more like midfielder or attacking player, you take Smalling off. You got a guy that can play right back, centre back, or left back. And potentially even a defensive midfield position in Darmian. Like, those are the players I absolutely love. But if they're really good, like quality good, you want to start them. That's the only downside. But I always have love those kind of players, like versatile players. So it does look like we are going to win this game 2-0. Bay, maybe there's a reason why he's tired, because he's played just an amazing game. 7.4. And we should be looking for a clean sheet here. Would be pretty disappointing if they score a late goal. Well done. And, of course, Rulli, he played one other game and got a clean sheet from my memory. So he's performing in the games we're playing him, even though they are easier games. Well, some easier games. Oh, my God! It's not going to go down as a clean sheet. That's going to be disappointing. Really, he's going to be kicking himself after that. But it was a bit of a worldie from Janmat, wasn't it? Look at that. Just heading inside the box from that angle. I'm not sure if many goalkeepers would have saved that. That was too quick and accurate right there. But we are going to advance. So that is the only blight on the performance today. Just a late wonder strike. And yeah, that's it. At St. Mary's Stadium, we win 2-1. So, yeah, a bit disappointing there. Not going to go down as a clean sheet. You see, look at that. The defender's rating. Oh, yeah, Bay. These little... obviously, the game sees it as conceding a goal. And so the defenders' their ratings for the game in result, they drop. But did Bay really do anything negative for his rating? It was like 7.4 before it, wasn't it? To drop by 0.4? Yeah, I don't feel as though, but how the game works, they say, oh, it's a conceded goal. Defenders and goalkeepers' ratings have to go down. Maybe that can be tweaked a little bit. But anyway, I'm just going to say that's a good win. I am happy with the performance. Really, probably should have been 2-0 and got that clean sheet. But we do advance. So interesting result there for Arsenal. They go down to Wolves in the Capital One Cup, but it could also be a blessing in disguise for them because they are top of the league right now. Still undefeated. We're undefeated as well, but they've won 4 games, the most out of... Anyway, so on 13 points. Or maybe it could be the start of them slipping in their form. Hopefully for us, that will be the case. Now we have to draw the final 16 teams for the 4th round of the Capital One Cup now. So we'll just draw one by one, especially as we were the first drawn here. So who are we going to face? Birmingham. Oh, that's a pretty good draw here. So we'll just draw all the rest now. Some interesting matchups. We definitely could have got a harder one. Or how about that? Or Wolves and Blackpool. Both of them, you would... Oh, definitely Wolves. Consider themselves a bit lucky. If they faced a Premier League team, they probably would have lost. But they beat Arsenal, so who knows? But at home against Birmingham, and how are they looking in the Championship? Are they a dominant team or just average? Yeah, just average around mid-table there. So, yeah, we should be advancing in the next stage. So, I'm thinking, because I did want to show this game, obviously a cup game, but the next one against Birmingham, I could potentially, I think I'll play that off camera because I see that more of a must win. But again, yeah, it depends how we go. You've got Champions League game around there against Olympiacos, so we'll just see. But now, guys, we are back into the Premier League, and you can see Arsenal won their game. Pretty interesting that they lost in the Capital One Cup. Maybe they're just focusing on the league, but it seemed that case last season. The first half of the season, they were top of the table, they were going strong. But then, yeah, something happened, and they started losing, drawing some games, dropping points. So, it will be interesting if that happens again this season. So, we have to keep the pressure on them, and we must win this game. But Crystal Palace, they want to be doing the same, at least maybe avoiding defeat, maybe trying to play for a point here, because they started pretty well. Definitely could avoid relegation. Like, Crystal Palace has been pretty poor in Football Manager this year. Like, they get relegated a lot. They finish bottom 3 a lot. Face relegation. But this is a transfer update, so maybe their players are a bit improved. But this is going to be the team we head into the game with. Chris Smalling is back in. Need to get that match sharpness back into him. De Gea back in goals. Darmian back at right back. Luke Shaw, all these big names are back in. But Marcus Rashford keeps his position. But the big question is, when Wayne Rooney comes back, he returns to full fitness in 5 days. Do we keep playing Rashford? Because he is having a ridiculous season right now. Hopefully, he can just have another good performance in front of the fans, score some more goals. And yeah, this is amazing, his performance. Just take a look. I've never had a real player. I've said this before. I've never had a real player like 18 years old. Sometimes you get amazing regens, but yeah, wow, his ability. Obviously with the update as well, his high potential, wonder kid status, but his current ability is actually amazing. You forget about his age or anything, just as a natural player, a normal player, he's really, really good with that pace and finishing ability. Let's get into it. And also the other good thing with Rashford, he's scoring all these goals playing that false 9, which is more of a supporting role. He can create as well. So yeah, that's really good because then Ibrahimovic can have his games where he scores goals. but Rashford banging them in a support striker role. And now with our morale looking really strong, a lot of players on superb, very good is the lowest morale for players in the team right now. I am going to say assertively, and there's two I'm thinking here. I want you to pick up where you left off last time out, or I expect nothing but a win. I think I will go with the expectant team talk, and I say expect nothing but a win from this match. So really focus, couple players motivated. I think that will be the best option. We'll find out anyway. Okay, here we go. About 15 minutes in here. First highlight, Marcus Rashford just runs at the fence. Look at that Marcus Rashford. He scored a few long goals this season. That was a tough one to score from that range, and he went fairly close, to be honest. So now, with the goal kick, Ibrahimovic should be able to win the header, but not. Oh, he wins it back now, though. Rashford, Marco Reus, not to forget about him as well. He's a pretty decent player. Not sure what he was going for there, though. Was that a cross? Was he going for a shot, maybe? Not quite sure. He wasn't very good either way, but that's what I mean. I can talk about Rashford, Ibrahimovic, two amazing strikers leading the line, but out wide we have amazing wingers also. Very dangerous, as I mentioned, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Just his 4th goal of the season. We move up into 2nd position with that strike. We'll have to see how the rest of the game goes. Got to make sure we win this, but it's a good start here. Pogba in the midfield, and then Pogba again. Just amazing team I have constructed here. And there's a highlight immediately after it. You know I do hate conceding immediately after I score, but absolutely love it when I score 2 in a row. But it looks like they're going to create something. Oh, what a block it was, though. 2 blocks. Oh, they still got it, though. Hopefully we can clear. Oh, how amazing would that be if it leads to a goal? And from Marcus Rashford! He finishes off the good work. But that defending was so good there. Marcus Rashford, 10 goals in the season. And that was... I would almost want to see the highlight show the defense as well. There was like 3 blocks or something like that. Then we won the ball back and countered. Absolutely amazing. That's Manchester United countering at its finest, the old Manchester United. That's why I want to play this 4-4-2. I had some people commenting, "Oh, you're playing an old style." No, sure, it might be old. It might be the old classic formation 4-4-2, but maybe it's old and classic for a reason. Gets the results you want. And now Luke Shaw with the throw in. Rashford, Pogba. Come on, finish this. Oh. And now just heading into half-time. This has really been the perfect first half. Zlatan and Marcus Rashford both scoring and assisting in the first half. Absolutely amazing what you want from your strikers. Passionate, very happy. But we haven't been amazing at the same time. We got those 2 goals, but aside from that, it's just been a good performance. So we did get those 2 goals within basically a minute of each other. But apart from that, there wasn't too much highlights. But look, we have dominated actually. If you look at the match stats, I suppose the highlights haven't reflected on it, but really 10 shots on target. Wow, we are getting them shots on. And they're not just, sure, we've had 11 off target, but still 10. That's a big amount to have. So again, we have big games coming up. We've got PSG in the Champions League coming up. That's a really big game. Laporte, I think, reasonable to rest him here. I did bring on Daley Blind. Again, this is a case here where you got 2 defenders that can cover 4 positions pretty much. You got Valencia, well, technically 3 positions, but you play 2 centre-backs. You got Valencia can cover the right back, but then you have a full-back that can also play centre-back in Daley Blind. Could check if he could play, he can play a ball-playing defender a bit better and as a stopper, so he can play his best role for the team in defence. And that will be the only change I make from now. Still fairly early in the game. A good 35 minutes to be played out, so we'll see how it goes. But Daley Blind come in to put a good shift for us, hopefully. And not too much else happening as well, so I think I will make a couple more changes to keep fresh for the next game, which I may continue. I think I pretty much will do. We'll just go to the home screen for a second so I can show you. We do have PSG at home next, so I will continue once more. Sometimes we'll have that with important games, especially earlier in the season when there's a Champions League group stage. Usually when I do in this style, there'll be more episodes earlier in the season. until you finish the group stage. And then obviously, as you go on later in the season, a lot of important games during the middle stage where you get an idea how you're going in the league as well, when I will play more of those league games, those easier games off camera. Just so you get the idea, but it depends what team you are as well. Obviously, with a bigger team, that makes sense. So we'll take up Mickey for Memphis. Memphis will come on as a winger to use his pace because Crystal Palace obviously will be going a bit attacking now, try and get something from this game. And then I think Paul Pogba, next one, makes sense. He's on a yellow card as well. We will bring on Ander Herrera once more. And we'll leave those roles as, they suit those players. We'll just do the player talks. I have faith in you. I just say it so often. Usually it does well, the assertive on the second option. This occasion, just both players seemed deep in thoughts. So 5 minutes to go here. This has really been an amazing performance. Sure. Oh, no, Ibrahimovic is going to be a downfall here. Oh, no way. Last 5 minutes, maybe he should have been the one I subbed. But, that hurts. But Rooney is coming back. I hope it's not huge. Oh, man. I got to pray. Pray to the FM gods. But yeah, what I was going to talk about there, amazing performance, because with all the chances we have, it looks like a very attacking game. But Crystal Palace, they're going to finish with no shots on target. So with the attacking game we played, with still playing on standard, mind you, with the amount of shots we were getting on, obviously we had a lot in total. There was a decent amount off target, but we had a very good amount on target. But still, our opposition had no shots on target themselves. So that is amazing. Obviously, very disappointing at the end for Zlatan to get injured. Big game would have come up next for him. Wouldn't be against PSG. Just got to pray here. Hopefully his injury is not major. If it's like a 2 months plus, that would hurt so bad. So you can see there, guys, we hammered Crystal Palace 2-0. Very good performance. Now we're going to click on this. Going to react to it for the first time. What is it going to be? 3 months. I don't know. I just had a feeling it would have been that. Like when he got injured, broken ankle, and that hurts us. But the good thing is, well, hopefully we'll be able to advance in the group stage of Champions League. We'll check that out. Or Manchester United fined. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to. But, like commit a lot of fouls and getting 6 yellow cards. I have to pay the fine, but wow, 3 months. The good thing is he'll be back for the Champions. I would expect we'll be in the Champions League knockout stages. But as I said, we'll check out the group stage. So that is the challenge right now, because that's only one game. We're only one game playing Champions League. We've got PSG next, and no Ibrahimovic, and Rooney. He probably won't be ready to play because it was 5 days missing in, 4 days until that game. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. We're going to have to rely on Rashford. Rely on Rashford. But maybe he could come up trumps for us. We're just going to have to see, man. You feel that, like a key player, 3-month injury, just big injury, like you feel that in the heart, man. It just hurts so bad. Because he's so key. Even though he hasn't been absolutely amazing, Rashford's been that amazing player. It just, it will hurt the team, the confidence of the team. Like a big name like Zlatan going down for that period of time as well. So hopefully it won't affect us too much. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the very next one.